Hello, everybody. How's it going? I'm your commentator for today, Oliver slash Oliver Wed. I am going to be soon joined by Troy of Athens, but for right now it's just going to be me. So we've got two very capable runners, Dangers and Chaospringle, and as you can see here, Chaos has one loss and Dangers has one win. So in that aspect, the odds are really stacked against Chaos. But I think it can really go either way. And looks like we're getting started in a couple seconds here, and they're off. So I'm sure, as you've seen since we had a night of a lot of races here, we're just gonna start off in cap. And also it's nice seeing the runners' faces, because if they make a mistake or something, it's nice to see how they react to the mistakes. I've been enjoying doing that for the while, for the night. I've watched a couple of these races, so the runners are starting off tied pretty much. The first spin pound and cap, not really that hard to do. And we're gonna roll over to the bridge, a little triple jump, and it seems as Danger's taking an early lead, but I don't know if that's the timer difference. I'm sure it's really not that big. But both of these runners looks like they're going for the bridge spin pound, which saves a little bit of time, but you have to buffer a spin pound and go into first person. Looks like Danger's gets it, Chaos does not get it, or Chaos didn't go for it. It could be either of them. Heading into the frog room, we're gonna have to capture a frog and head out through the kingdom. And what's important in this room is getting as many coins as possible while still maintaining a lot of speed, because you're gonna need a lot of coins in this run since we don't do the Sphinx room anymore. And yeah, it looks like Dangers is coming out with an early lead. Ooh, takes a bonk on left side. See if Chaos can capitalize on that. Dangers messing up left side again, having to go for a backup. So Chaos with a pretty big lead here into the topper fight. And topper fight's pretty straightforward. You just hit him twice. You can do some fancy stuff that you just saw Dangers do, but finish off the Danger seems to be walking away. Finish off the fight and head into the Cascade Kingdom. So yeah. Looks like it's going to be a 221, I think, from Chaos. I'm not quite sure what it's going to be from Dangers. Maybe a 222. So, really not... Oh, looks like I'm joined by Troy here. How are you doing, Troy?
Good.
So basically, there's just... Chaos has a small lead right now. That's basically all.
Yeah. I thought I'd have enough time to finish that game, but it's still going.
Don't worry about it.
That run is still going, and it's still eating up my computer.
So, yeah, we're gonna head to the Cascade Kingdom, grab the first moon here. With Chaos, seems to be about like a 4 or 5 second lead here. So definitely not run deciding yet, but it's pretty comfortable for Chaos right now, as long as he doesn't mess up anything big. Both these runners doing a spin pound triple jump. You can also do a spin pound RC triple jump, which I'm pretty sure Mitch does, because of course he does, because it's Mitch.
No Dangers. Messing up a little bit with his movement towards T-Rex,
Yeah.
Not loving it. But he's still gonna be dealing with it, and that doesn't do too much damage.
Yeah.
Tiny.
Both of them getting through Dino skip easily. Looks like Chaos is gonna refrain from getting the coins, and so is Dangers. They're gonna get them maybe around hitting the Venom Brutal second time. Yep, you see. So as I said earlier, coins are very vital to the run. If you don't have enough coins, than the run, you're gonna lose a lot of time basically. Well, basically what we need is 50 coins or 100 coins before we enter wood. That's really the goal here.
For right now. We also have the other one, but that one's smaller, a goal that we can find ways to get around.
Definitely. So I'll see what the time difference is in a second between them.
Yes.
From the grand moon fade out.
Just a few seconds.
Yeah, it seems to be around 6 seconds in favor of Chaospringle. So
Okay, yeah, let's see what choices people go for, whether they go for the chest clip or
yep.
go on top the...
Okay, that looks pretty good. And
Danger's going on top.
Ooh.
But bonking on that rock.
And Chaos getting a Chaos dive during chess. So Chaos definitely got more time saved from that chess clip.
Yeah, and I see what people are saying in chat. I'm sorry, I will... hold on, let me try a bit. And now we see that Chaospringle has finished. Dangers is shortly behind him now. Going to be just a little bit behind because he didn't go for chest clip, Moon.
Yes, that is precisely the difference.
Looking to be approximately 5.5 seconds apart between Chaospringle and Dangers.
Now for the real crutch of the run, and if they don't get it, basically the run's dead. And that's a fast action guide. Chaos does not get it. And if Dangers gets it, the run's basically decided. Dangers doesn't get it either. It's anyone's game. Now that fast action guide isn't actually that big of a trick. It only saves around 1 second. Or if you mash in a certain time and fast enough, you will get a faster load on the action. Neither of them showcased it today. So both of these runners are going for DSTA, which maybe we should have talked about earlier. But basically, you abuse the daylight saving times mechanic to, when you plant a seed, you go in a loading zone and then you exit the loading zone while daylight saving times happens. The seed that you planted earlier grows like instantly. So see if Chaos gets it. It did look good, and he looks like he's in the... Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, as long as you plant the seed before, given all the stuff we do, before 6:45 on our timers that you see here, you're fine. Everything checks out.
Yeah, and it's pretty cool. Trick. It's one of the newer optimizations for the run, but given that, it's still not super new.
Yeah. It's also a trick that existed pretty much since the release of the game. We just never fully explored it because we had so many other places to explore.
Exactly. We found it soon after the 1.3 update of the game. It
was from what I understand, it was also theorized for a little bit that it could be a thing, but no one really tried it, from what I understand, I guess, is essentially, or it just didn't gain enough popularity for people to want to try it. Yeah. But, I really just put that towards everyone, just like, you know, I blame that on people just trying to find, like, strategies on stuff like, you know what, that just seems like a ballpark, like, that just seems like something out of left field, like, that doesn't seem like what happened. Let's do something that seems more likely to be a thing, and just try to find optimal pathing, and that's what happened instead. So Super Odyssey instead just has a bunch of really good pathing.
Yeah, the routing in Odyssey is really grown over the years. It's really cool seeing the movement and the routing that they go through. Also, if you saw there, Dangers messed up Dram, losing him quite a bit of time, so Chaos still has a very comfortable lead in sand right now, but then again, Chaos could mess up Jaxie Skip right now, and it could be his game, but he doesn't do that, which is good to hear, to see. Let's hope Dangers has the same fate as Chaos.
Right.
Gets it flawlessly. Amazing. That was incredible.
You sound very genuinely impressed right now.
Yeah, I was kidding. It's not that hard to do. In fact, if you're like beginning to run Odyssey, you might have a little trouble at it, but you'll soon find it more of the easier tricks to do. But there is harder versions of it that save a little bit more time. So they're about 1 moon apart right now. As you saw, their animations kind of sync there. And let's see if Chaos gets one spin throw notes. Ooh, that was very clean from Chaos. And Danger's missing the moon once, but that's not that bad. But you know, these little time losses really do add up over the course of the run.
Yeah, they absolutely do. And oh, Dangers isn't going to be getting a single spin throw on the Notes Moon. But it's fine. Not going to be a huge loss there, but yeah. Does add up, of course. Chaospringle finishing out Sand Kingdom. Let's see what he got here for his fade out. Because we're not very good at predicting these things.
Yeah.
10-23. Some people are being like, "Oh, he globed at this time. I know exactly when his fade out's gonna be." I have no clue.
People that do that are pretty smart with their brain when it comes to math and things like that. So look like 1039 or 1038, high 1038, low 1039 from Dangers.
For both of them, it was high whatever second,
Yeah.
low the next second. So you know, just say like 17 seconds apart, and be pretty accurate. So.
That's just a approximation.
Yeah.
So now our Chaos is heading up to one of the harder tricks of the run, which is late clip, where you clip into the wall, use some crazy out of bounds to get 2 extra moons to skip the Rango fight. So let's see if he does that. It's really cool when you get it right. Missing it once. That looks good. Nice. Gets it. That was pretty good. Second try though, so if Dangers gets it first try, then he will gain some time over Chaos, and then from that. Oh. See if he gets the checkpoint. Nice. So they both got it. Dangers unfortunately did his 3rd try while Chaos did his 2nd try. So he's losing some time from that, but
yeah. And it is good to point out about the idea that it is still possible to not hit the checkpoint after doing all the movement to get out of bounds. It's very rare, but it still happens. I've definitely still seen it happen where players will get all that movement and then it just doesn't matter because they do actually end up not getting the checkpoint.
Yeah, when you miss the checkpoint, you have to go back and do the route regularly with cutting out a moon. I'm not quite sure which moon is the best. I'm thinking the pillar moon is probably the best to cut out in that situation, but
no, you can't even cut out a moon.
Huh?
It's
well,
not...
if you got the chest moon from the spike.
No, you wouldn't go for that because.
Oh yeah, you're right. Because
then you'd be back in bounds, and the whole reason why it's okay for you to do that is because then you can just port. While in reality, the movement out of that chest area would be terrible because you'd be swimming without any cheap. You'd just be Mario swimming to a safe area.
If you do miss it, you're just gonna have to do the regular movement while.
Yeah, you would just essentially just be doing a bunch of extra flair into a Rango Lake Kingdom.
I could see Mitch doing that against like an opponent he's pretty sure he's gonna beat. I could see him failing Lake Clip on purpose.
That would be too much. Now you're just giving Mitch ideas. Watch him do that and just be like, I did that because Oliver told me to.
Well, I'm sorry if that's the case. So the difference is still pretty large. Chaos is in the lead. It's heading into the Wooded Kingdom, where it is home to one of the largest tricks in the whole run, where if you miss it, it can basically decide the run or the race. And that is the nut clip. But I have faith in both of these runners that they should get it. because they're both very seasoned in 80%, and all the tricks are almost secondhand to them. So basically, what nut clip is, you clip out of bounds with the nut, and you can get a few extra moons that way. Also, it looks like taking a bonk there.
Ooh, yeah.
Looks like Chaos.
Yeah, you're going for the tree route, making that camera turn towards the uproot, so it spawns that uproot a bit sooner than it would otherwise if you were just not looking that way and looking in a normal place of the camera.
Dangers is also going for tree route.
Did not do as much camera manip of it, and you saw how later his uproot spawned compared to Chaospringle. Still within a reasonable amount of time. But
Chaos's looks pretty good.
Yeah, but Chaos's uproot was already just like doing its own thing, already fully spawned. While Dangerous still had to wait just a little bit of time for the uproot to spawn.
Yeah, but it's these small time saves that can really, or time losses / time saves that can really decide a race.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Chaos messing up a little bit, but nothing huge. Pretty clean so far, other than that little hiccup there. And same with Dangerous, pretty clean movement so far, but got this little section here. And since they both did tree route, they're going to be skipping the Piranha Plant line. And doing Spiritless as well. Most likely, so. We'll be seeing that showcased on both sides here.
The superior wooded route where you never see Speedrun.
Yeah, I don't really like the Spirit route, but I'm not consistent enough with nut clip personally.
I just don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't like Speedrun. That's all it is. It's like, I'm not very consistent with any route. I actually don't fully run this game. I've done some segments and stuff here and there, but I don't have a capture card, so I don't typically run this game. That's why I just stick with commentating. I don't need a capture card to commentate SMO.
No, you don't. So Chaos doing the tree route movement there, skipping the Piranha Plant. Very clean, but missing the nut for one.
And Danger's gonna fall down a little bit, gonna recover himself though. And getting the Flower Road skip.
Nice. Ooh, Danger's doing the RCJ strat, saving a little time. Very cool looking as well.
Ooh, that's hitting a bit of a bong.
So they're around like maybe like 20 seconds apart, maybe a little less, I'd say. That's just off eyeballing it. And Chaos going for the Spiritless route and jumping off of the NPC there to break his fall. Ooh, dive ball. That was pretty sick. And
Ooh, Danger's not getting a very good vector.
it's unfortunate.
Yeah, he didn't love that, but it was still able to survive and not fall into the pit below, so.
Yeah, if you fall down there, you are going to fall into the deep woods, and from that point, it's really not gonna be your race.
I mean, I'm not sure if that area has a deep woods area just below it.
I know that that's where you spawn. You spawn near that area when exiting the deep woods.
Yeah,
so
I know what you're referring to. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm not entirely sure that you would have.
If you are closer to the tower, then you won't. But I'm pretty sure if you're closer to that area, then it's more likely, basically. So Chaos exiting.
What are people competing for? Do an exclamation point bracket in the chat, and a bot will give you a link to all of the leagues and all the information about what they are competing for. This is the only league that is happening as well. We got multiple leagues, so and they're all competing for different things in different games. So I was gonna check that out.
Danger's exiting with a 1843, and I didn't really see Chaos's, but I trust that it's a pretty large gap between them. And I don't know if Chaos goes for the Cloud Hint Art, and I don't know if Dangers goes for the Cloud Hint Art, but we'll find out in a second.
I know Chaos practices it. I don't know if he's like confident enough with it
Ooh,
to do it.
that camera angle looks like. Ooh, yep.
Yeah,
Chaos is
yeah, he's going for it. Oh, he misses it. Didn't even get the hint art and still has to do the movement back to
Okay.
Bowser.
You
Isn't
got
a
it, you got
pull off the movement back to Bowser, but didn't get the hint art at all. So it didn't waste any time, but he also didn't really gain anything from that.
It didn't waste any time in Cloud, but that'll bite him in the back in Metro, and he has to
Yeah.
get the hint art there.
Yeah, but Danger's not going for the hint art at all. Comparatively, it's not really going to matter too much. But it's a bit unfortunate. Chaos is not going to be saving any time from not taking the Metro hint art.
And Chaos's Cloud looks like a 1958 sub 20. Very, very good pace from Chaos. Very solid.
Yeah, now moving into Lost Kingdom. We're going to be seeing some meme triple jumps going on here with the Capture Return jump.
Nice.
And some KFR movement. Yep, nice as well.
Nice, nice. See if Dangers goes for the same movement. I'd imagine he does.
Yeah.
Very clean from Chaos. Getting the butterfly. Dangers does go for the same movement, but he has to capture to ensure that he does make it on the ledge when he dives. But that's not that big of a time loss, so.
Yeah, both of them doing very clean movement in Lost Kingdom so far.
Yeah. Really clean from both runners. A little cleaner from Chaos. Wow, that was cool. That RCJ, or not RCJ, that RC was cool looking. Oh, did Chaos go for reverse torpedo? I think he did. Oh, miss. That's gonna.
Misses it.
That's gonna cost him. That's unfortunate.
Yeah,
Oh,
and not even getting the moon with that. He decided to take the risk and not go for the damaging, not
okay.
hit, yeah, for the shockwave.
The gap just got way closer.
Yeah, Dangers is definitely going to be able to catch up from that. Chaos still in the lead, but not by much at this point. Only a few seconds at this point. It's really, really close.
Okay,
Chaos saving himself.
Getting the under the bridge moon quite cleanly.
Chaos getting the up throw as well.
Nice. It's always cool to see.
Yeah. I think Chaos is talking to the boys in the race, and yeah.
What was that?
Happy.
What Dangers was showing off? Was that a toothbrush? Did I see that correctly?
That looked like a
No,
yellow
that was a Sharpie.
Yeah, that was a yellow Sharpie. I'm not sure why.
I'm not quite sure why he held up yellow. Yellow Sharpie, but you know. I guess he does what he does.
Yeah.
Heading into Night Metro, and like the only large instance of RNG in the whole run, and that would be residing in the Mecha Wiggler fight, where essentially if you get a bad pattern, you can lose up to 30 seconds, which is really not very good.
Yeah, so RNG could actually allow Chaospringle to fall behind, and actually, like, we could see a tie out of Mecha Wiggler just based on Chaospringle getting possibly a worse pattern than Dangers. I said in the last race, I don't expect players to lose a full phase out of it.
Yeah.
RNG can certainly at least make you have a slower cycle. A slower
Basically,
2-cycle to another player.
Basically, a bad cycle. A bad cycle will lose like 10 seconds at most, but a really bad cycle will make you 3-cycle.
Yeah.
Like a bad cycle is just kind of hard to hit, but you can still make it. But a really bad cycle is not what you really want to see.
Yeah, from what I can tell, even the worst cycles are still possible to pull off 2 cycles with, but it's really difficult.
Yeah, really difficult. Ooh, that was some clean movement from both runners. Oh, never mind. Danger's messing up a little bit, but that's alright.
Now the moment of truth, both of them in Mecha Wiggler. Let's see if
Oh,
the
okay. Danger's might not get the really good floor cycles now, but we'll see. I'm not quite sure. We'll find out in a second.
that might have screwed up his patterns on the floor. Yeah.
Okay, it did. I don't think it did.
Okay. Yeah, he's fine.
That was close though. And here is Chaos's second cycle. Let's see. Your second pattern. Let's see how good it is.
Not too bad.
No, not bad at all. Except for towards the end there, it overlapped a little bit, but that was a pretty decent cycle, I guess. And
Danger's getting kind of bad. In comparatively worse, but still okay.
Yeah, both of these runners, like the difference between their 2 cycles was probably like less than a second or a second at most.
Yeah.
So we're not talking huge time losses here, but there you go. So Chaos's fade out is at 33,
Mhm.
and we'll see what Danger's is here in a second.
40,
So,
high
46.
45.
So like,
Low 46,
yeah,
13 seconds.
around there.
12, 13.
Chaos going for Metro Dram. Let's see if he gets it. No way.
No problem. Yeah, no problem.
Here comes Scooter Clip though, which is comparatively harder,
Yeah.
especially Drive By, which Chaos nails.
Yeah.
Nice. Let's see if Dangers does the same.
Well, Dangers goes for he's the only player at this point who goes for holding it upside down by doing it the other way instead of actually flipping it on the axis where you have to twist your arms. You can literally just do the axis where you just bring the controller closer to you and flip your wrists backwards and you're fine. That also counts as allowing it. And Dangers actually showed that to a bunch of players at Chase. It's like, you know, you don't have to twist your arms. You can just do this, and it does, and it still counts it. And they all tried it for a little bit, and it was just like, well, all our muscle memory is like too used to twisting our arms at that moment. So it just feels wrong to not do that. So pretty much it resulted in everyone sticking with their strategies. Nothing changed.
If you've seen the way the Joy-Cons look when they do it, at least Fur kind of holds it in a really weird position, but it still counts. So the way the game detects the tilting of the a motorbike is really weird.
Yeah.
So Chaos going for Bullet Bill Room. Let's see how clean it is. Nice. See if the Bullet Bill explodes. And it doesn't. So very clean Bullet Bill Room from Chaos. Let's hope the same happens for Dangers. While Chaos is exiting the room to go finish out Metro. Dangers was a little bit longer to grab the Bullet Bill, but yeah, just a little bit worse of a Bullet Bill room from Dangers. While Chaos is flying through the Metro Kingdom right now. Now, this is where Chaos and Dangers are going to have to get the hint art, because they both did not get the cloud hint art. You'll see Chaos ground pound down here to get a hint art coins, 200 coins. See, the cloud hint art would have stopped him from doing that little bit of movement. So that's basically it. Oh, Dangers.
Yeah, it doesn't lose that much time, so you ultimately do go for it, but the way we do save the time of doing it is the cloud can target stack.
Dangers messed up the climb a little bit there, which is unfortunate. But he gets the moon in a second try rather than getting the bullseye. So this looks like a sub 30 from Chaos. Very good exit for a race, at least. That's basically what, I'm guessing that's what Chaos kind of aims for, at least every race, is to at least get a sub 30 metro exit. But you know, I'm not speaking for him. He could want at least a sub 40 metro exit. I don't know. So see what Dangers gets here. Doesn't look like it's gonna be a sub 30, but pretty low 30 here. Dangers.
Still a good run from Dangers. Even
Yeah.
if you don't get the sub 30, it's still very respectable to be seeing this from him.
Definitely. And now they're both heading into the Snow Kingdom, where there's quite a lot that can go wrong, but there's one huge thing that we'll see towards the end that we'll explain in a bit that can really change the course of the run.
Yeah.
Chaos breaking into Captain Toad's snow house and not hitting him or anything, so pretty clean entry from him. Nice. Into the Shiveria town. It's always interesting to see what movement people go for the entry moon in the Shiveria town, because some people do some pretty elaborate movement like Dansta and Mitch, while others will go for pretty simple movement, but it's always cool to see what movement's shown off there. Also, Dangers has had a pretty clean Captain Toad as well. And Chaos is coming up. Snow Clip, that looks pretty good. I
That looks solid.
I think he got it nice. Snow Clip is only around a 1 second time save, but it looks really cool. So, you know, why not? Really clean snow from both of these runners so far.
Danger's now going for the snow clip as well.
That looks good too. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, okay.
Nice.
He was just barely far enough out.
That's good. So, very solid snow from both of these runners. Especially with that snow clip. Danger's messing up with the triple jump there. But
Good save though.
yeah, good backup.
Yeah, he, instead of trying to do the Cappy Jive into the slightly higher air, surface, he just went to the lower one, just a bit to the left of the moon.
Yeah.
So, good reaction time from Dangers to be aware that he probably wasn't going to get enough height to land directly where the moon was, and instead just went to one of the slightly shorter platforms.
Yeah. So, Chaos is coming up to the biggest trick in the snow easily, and that's Snowdram. So he's going to buy a moon from the shop here, and if you miss Snowdram, that's 15 seconds every single time you miss Snowdram, and it's the type of trick where if you mess it up, there's no backup, so you kind of have to keep doing it until you get it. So, it's, but both these runners are very competent with it, I'm pretty sure. So, we'll see in a minute. Here he goes, just warping to the Odyssey. I'm not quite sure if he goes for setupless or what. We'll see in a second. Yeah, he goes
Quick
for setup.
Yeah,
Quick setup. That looks good. Nice from Chaos. Very clean Snowdram. hopefully seeing the same from Dangers.
Very
Hitting the Shiveria, yeah.
Yeah, Shivarian getting a little bit in the way into the store. Not a problem.
Chaos drinking his gamer juice to get all amped up for the rest of the run. You saw there in the bottom left, or bottom right. Who knows? Dangerous could be drinking his gamer juice too. You never know.
He was drinking some water before.
That's gamer juice, so I've ever seen.
That can be gamer juice, yeah. GSA is sponsored by Gamer Juice, and I can say that because it's not actually a brand of anything, so we're good.
GSA is sponsored by water. Drink it now. Go.
Do it.
Do it. So
Seriously,
Dangerous.
though, I mean, you can also go. Yeah, look, see, he's advertising.
There it is.
See, Danger's new, but I mean, you could also just go to the merch, exclamation point merch. There is some stuff
That's
that
true.
you can buy that is GSA stuff.
Come on,
Get
save the plug for Ruin, man.
do other plugs.
I'm just kidding.
Just the one, you know, as well. We're thinking.
Yeah. Just a little hors d'oeuvre.
Yeah, just a little tease of what's to come in the commercials.
So they're both into the Seaside Kingdom now, which is a pretty laid-back kingdom. There's a lot of pretty cool stuff happening in it, though. Ooh, Chaos with the...
Oh!
Ooh!
Trying to up throw to get to the moon with that bounce, but
That up throw dive is pretty finicky.
yeah.
It doesn't save that much, pretty sure.
Kind of got moved in the Z-axis.
Yeah.
So it just kind of
Yeah, that
no
little...
longer aligned with the moon because of it.
Definitely, yeah. That little section is... It seems like it's 2D, but it's really 3D, so it's really a miss... I don't know the word, but it's like not what it appears. Oh, Danger's taking a bunk the same area as Chaos.
Yes, there's a possibility of being in front or behind the moon in this section, so you gotta be very careful. But you don't end up like that, because then it just becomes very confusing of like, which way do I go?
Yeah.
It's hard to control yourself in the third dimension, in that 2.5D area.
Yeah. So they're like 2 moons apart right now. Like 3 moons apart now. But... So still a very comfortable lead for Chaos. But then again, it's still really anybody's game. Especially with tricks like the mecha fight coming up and whatnot. And Bowser's Kingdom in general. Getting Fish Clip clean in Chaos. Really solid Seaside from Chaos, as long as he finishes it out nicely.
Again, that final Sphinx Moon to finish out Seaside.
Here we go. So, very solid Seaside from Chaos, and very solid so far from Dangers as well. Chaos seems to be having an argument in the bottom right. Not quite sure what he's talking about, but who knows.
As long as it doesn't distract him enough to make him play worse.
That's the important part. Also, Danger's getting a Fish Clip clean as well. So solid Seasides from both runners here. Heading into the Luncheon Kingdom, which is my personal favorite kingdom. But, you know, really could be anyone's. Any kingdom could be anyone's favorite except for Ruins. You're not allowed to have Ruins as your favorite kingdom. Also, very clean Salt Triple from Chaos. Very nice. Oh, taking a bonk and getting hit there, meaning he'll have to take a damage refill from the moon. There it is. That cost him about a second, which is adding on the time loss from getting hit in the first place, and also messing up the movement to the fight a little bit. But I think that was all made up with that clean first hit. Not the time save, but the way it looked, basically. Dangers is a clean salt triple as well. Nice. Hopefully he doesn't suffer the same fate. Ooh, does a triple jump there. Nice. So I'm gaining some time off Chaos there. And Chaos, I don't even know if he went for it, but if he did not get the first person strat there, which is really unfortunate. It's kind of hard to explain, but if you first person, like, I think it's frame perfect. If you click first person right as the fight ends, Mario would kind of be in that animation cutscene thing. Looks really funny. Oh, Danger's showing it off there. That's what it looks like. Mario's just kind of standing there.
And then he snaps
Yeah.
to where he's supposed to be.
Danger's also zooming in his camera and drinking some water right after, and that was just a moment. That was very cool. I think for that, I think Dangerous wins this race's Luncheon Kingdom award for the coolest Luncheon Kingdom, which is definitely a real thing.
Yes.
Clean entry for both runners into the sub area. Just saw from Chaos a little while ago. Both of these runners are very solid Lunch Kingdoms right now. Danger's messing up a little bit, not homing into the fork, but that's fine. And Chaos getting that moon perfectly fine. Let's see if he gets camera manipulus here. Basically, if you roll cancel and you vector, nice, he'll get it. Nice. Heading into Chaos sides on the right. Ooh. Wow, nice entry. Heading into the Forks room. Really cool looking room and done really well. And as we saw in the race a while ago, a couple races ago, it can get pretty bad if you mess up a lot though.
Yeah.
So, Chaos, a really clean Forks room. Nice. And let's see if Dangers does camera manipulus. Looks like he's going for a version of it. Looks like he... Ooh! Okay.
Oh, yeah.
That's gonna cost him. Yeah, that lost quite a bit of time. But clean entry as well. See his Forks room. Also, rest in peace to Turnip Flip. My favorite trick in 1.0. Chaos accidentally capturing the pan bro twice in a row, trying to get the little lever there to unlock the moon, which is very unfortunate. And also Dangers with a pretty clean Forks room on the left side. Oh, Danger's taking some damage there. Taking 2 hits of damage. If he gets hit again, he could die. And that's not what we want to see. So that's gonna be quite a lot of time loss because he is gonna have the damage refill as you just saw, plus the time loss that he lost from time loss that he lost, I think, plus the time loss that happened when he got hit.
Sound it out.
I didn't know if it would be time loss that you gain, like you gain time loss, or if you... I'm pretty sure it's time loss that you gain. So,
I mean,
clean
you have to say, like, time that is lost from doing that thing.
I don't know English very well.
I mean, I don't know you very well, so I actually don't know if you're lying.
No, I'm born in America. I know English.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not that good at speedrun speak, I guess.
No, it's fine.
Also, clean luncheon from Chaos, very hot, as the kids would say. And also so far very hot from Dangers' side. Nice. So So let's see what Chaos is fade out here in the seconds here. And we can see the difference between them. 4403 from Chaos. And now we're heading into the Plug Kingdom, otherwise known as the Ruin Kingdom.
Both seem like pretty good names for it.
Was it 4410 for Chaos? Pretty sure it was.
Sounds right, yeah.
So really, all this is an auto-scroller fight with the dragon. So what we comms like to use this kingdom as basically just like do whatever kingdom, which most of the time is plugs for GSA. So
did someone say plugs?
Sounds
I mean, unless you wanted to do it. I can do it.
no, you can do them. You can do them.
Alright, so yeah, we got a bunch of stuff you can do with that Nightbot there. You can do some exclamation point brackets to see all the different leagues that are happening for GSA. We got those. And of course, you also got the exclamation point schedule that you can do in the chat. Because we got some good schedules. GSA runs 24/7 with its stuff. It's got World Record Wednesdays, it's got the Test Tuesdays, and it's got 24/7 variety when it's not running leagues. Well, and then on top of that, we got exclamation point Onyx. Some free subs potentially if you play games with Onyx enough times. And then also we got that new announcement of that live thing that's happening, the GSA Legends. I don't even really need to do any exclamation point commands because it actually already pulled itself out. The Beyond the Summit command thing that you see that Nightbot did in chat history. Yeah, in collaboration with Beyond the Summit, hosting GSA Legends.
Yeah, it's gonna be a live event. That's gonna be. Is that GSA's? What is that like? Like I don't know what number of live event that is, but it's one of their first. I know that.
I mean, it's the first time that this is happening. I mean, yeah,
Oh,
actually,
yeah.
it's the third live event. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, third.
Yeah, second one being a bit of a smaller one that happened.
Yeah, I saw that when it was happening. I watched some of that.
Yeah,
The first one.
Yeah, the Mario Kart Double Dash finals and stuff like that happened there.
Yeah.
When they were at not Evo, one of the Smash things.
Yeah. And then there's also Pace, obviously.
Yeah.
So yeah, some cool stuff happening with GSA. Some cool stuff that has already happened with GSA. There's always more to come.
Yeah.
Also, today is Tuesday, like Troy mentioned earlier, past Tuesdays, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, it's gonna start up right after this race, so.
Yeah. We're gonna see some cool task stuff. Stick around for that, I guess. So, Chaos finishing out the Ruin Kingdom, heading into the Bowser's Kingdom. This is a pretty dangerous kingdom. This is where a lot of good runs go to die. This is really the graveyard of good runs other than Cap, which you can't really tell if it's a good run. So, basically, there's just a whole lot of hazards here. The biggest one, in my opinion, is the mech fight. So, that one's pretty scary. There's really not that much to talk about. Chaos doing the spin pound for the Ogre Moon, rather than a triple jump, which I've seen some other people do on these races. And Danger's heading into the Bowser's Kingdom too, so pretty comfortable lead for Chaos. As long as he plays well, he should have it in the bag. If he's playing, if he gets everything right. I don't think there's really much Dangerous can do other than hope that Chaos messes up pretty big in order for it to be his race. animal people, what I did at least is you joined the Discord, and then you can ask on there, and you can like say what game that you want to commentate and whatnot, and you like ask on there if you can commentate, and then they will approve you, I guess, to commentate, and then you can start signing up for games and whatnot.
Yeah.
It's more or less the rundown. Also on that Discord, you can look at the chats about the ongoing leagues and whatnot. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's fun to hang around with. Fun to read. I don't really type that much, but I like to read it.
I like to type. I like to participate a lot. I like feeling important.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, Danger's falling down there.
Yeah. So really, that backup wasn't that clean. You could see on Danger's face. He's
I mean,
kind
he
of
didn't exactly have many other options.
yeah. When he saw him do the backup, he kind of winced. It's kind of funny.
Oh, and taking more damage from
Oh my word.
Tokyo.
He cannot catch the break.
Yeah,
What's
I don't
happening?
understand what that charge time
Also,
off was.
Chaos doing topper first, which is unfortunate.
No,
as
that's
we
what
know.
he does.
The correct choice is Harry at first, as we all know.
Look, I'm not here to judge anyone. Chaos, you know, let chaos be chaos.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Dangers is Harry at first, but don't quote me on that. I'm like 90% sure he is. But yeah. Also, going for Bowser Dram, gets it pretty clean. See if he gets insta dive, nice. Getting at checkpoint, I don't know why, but he got it. I guess it's to refill his life, maybe. I'm not quite sure. Maybe, yeah, it's just for fun.
Yeah.
And he is a Harry at first boy, which is the good boys, I guess. Which is the correct choice. That is an unbiased opinion. That's just objective. Don't worry. Not going for first person Harriet for the second phase. Just kind of going for regular Harriet strats, but really not. Really, still pretty hard, the strats. It's pretty hard to do it either way, in my opinion. And here we go, Chaos is going up to crates. Pretty problematic part of the run. He said that he died to a triple jump crate, so he went for not a triple jump crates there. So, way to go to him for learning from his mistakes, I suppose. And here, Chaos starts his climb up to the Mecha fight, which is really the creme de la creme, for however you pronounce that, of Bowser's Kingdom.
That was pretty close.
Yeah, I tried my best. And Dangers is getting the Bunny Spoon right now. I didn't see what Chaos' split was, but it's pretty safe to say that the difference is pretty big.
Yeah. It's not huge.
Yeah.
It's pretty big.
Like, if Chaos gets a good mech, it's as long as he doesn't mess up hugely in the moon, then he should have the race. But, you know, mech could always mess him up several times, and it could be Dangers' race at that point. But so far, really clean mech so far, but still got a little bit to go. Dangers starting his mech climb as well. And going for top requires, see if he gets it Chaos' side. Nice. Clean Bowser's from Chaos from what I've seen. Clean mech. Clean run from Chaos from what I've seen. Now, I don't know what pace Chaos is on. I think it's a 100 pace. Pretty sure. I'm not quite sure. I think it's 100.
Very low 100, maybe 7 hour.
Yeah, we'll see if he gets an Odyssey guy moon, then sub hour.
Yeah.
Definitely. And Dangers with a pretty clean mech fight as well so far, but he is on the problematic cycle right now. This can really just throw you off for any reason at once. There's really no rhyme or reason to it. I just said reason. And see if he gets not topper acquired, target acquired. Nice. So clean Bowsers from both of the runners, except for that little hiccup in shards from Dangers. But still very nice. So yeah, looks to be a 100 pace from Chaos.
Sub hour if he could pull off the Odyssey guy moon.
Yeah.
He would need a under a 5-minute 5-second moon. That would be the most that you could get, and at that point you'd be at like 1 hour exactly. If he gets a 5-minute and 5 seconds moon, you'd be about 1 hour exactly.
Now if Miles Pro takes the controller, then I feel like that could happen. But
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Chaos is alone right now in his room. I don't know if Miles Pro is there, so.
I mean, he is in a dorm room. He could just, pass the controller on to his roommate right now.
His roommate turns out to be Miles Pro. Not getting getting pretty decent vectors, but kind of getting in the way. And Danger's showing off his emote.
I'm gonna have to join him.
I'm not subbed to him, so I can't do that emote, but
it's okay. I'll do enough. I'll put enough in the chat for both of us.
Danger's saying he loves you.
Yeah.
Very sweet man. Chaos doing the noob 2 wall jump moons. So noob. What a noob. I'm just kidding. Going into the Moon Bowser's fight now. Which is like the Cloud Bowser fight, except there's an extra thing of fire. Like a fire cycle, basically.
Or as it happens in speedrunning, we have to wait a bit longer between hits.
Yeah. So it's always cool to see how these runners will dodge it. Chaos just looks like he's just kind of jumping. Like people like Curbs will do spin jumps over it, which is pretty cool to look at.
Roll over it.
Yeah, you can roll over it, but that's a little risky. I actually lost a pretty decent pace a while ago when I ran 80% to that because I decided to be cocky.
Yeah, it's the swaggiest way that you can do it. It's just rolling over the fire.
Yeah. So, if Chaos gets a good escape, then this race seems to be his. Heading on to the last cycle. Grabs that hat clean. Dangerous. Missing Bowser. That is unfortunate. I don't know how he missed Bowser. He like dropped his input or something, but that's gonna cost him a little bit of time, which is really just making it even harder for him to win. Even if Chaos dies in Escape at this point, like in 2D, I feel like he can still win. So
yeah, turning into a very low,
very low 1-0. But if Chaos gets, I'm pretty sure it's almost impossible. But I'm not quite sure if he gets like a really good escape with like 2D wall jump and like everything perfect and sub hour is possible. But I don't expect him to do that. Also, I don't even know if sub hour is possible at that point. So I know what you're shooting for is around the 2-minute escape windows.
Yeah, I believe the fastest escape time is like a low 150. So it's
so yeah, it is technically possible. I don't think Chaos is just gonna pull out wall jump.
Yeah.
He could go for XD skip.
Not even going for
He
fast
does
XD. No.
That is unfortunate. Doesn't go for wall jump either. So sad. Also, Danger's really not having the best fight right now. Messing up quite a bit, but finally finishes out. I bet he's glad that he finally finished the fight. And headed into the escape section, and 101 pace from Danger's. Low 101, 1 pace from Danger's. Low 101 pace from Danger's, low 100 pace from Chaos. Now, even if Chaos dies here, I'm pretty sure he can still win. So,
No.
wait, it takes you back to the beginning, right? Of
Yeah.
Pillars?
No.
I haven't ran any percent left. So
It takes
long.
the beginning of the escape sequence.
Oh, when I was okay, I got it. So if Chaos dies here, which is very unlikely because he's right next to the cube, Dangerous could win. And looking like it's a 1005 from Chaos. 106 from Chaos.
106 from Chaospringle.
GG to Chaospringle for the 106.
The Chaospringle.
The Chi Prung. And that is another W under Chaos's belt, meaning was that 9 wins, 1 loss? I think. And looking like 9 losses and 1 win. It could be 8 losses and 1 win, and 8 wins and 1 loss, or 9. I'm pretty sure it's 8. But
Are you just not looking at the bracket right now?
no, I couldn't find it.
Why don't you type ! bracket in the chat and you
wow.
find it?
Sorry, I was looking at it when the run first started. I just
Yeah,
can't
it's
figure. I just don't know how many races that they ran.
7-1.
So okay, so it's 8 total races.
This is the 8th week.
Oh,
Final game of the 8th week.
so GG's to Chaos and GG's to. So yeah, Dangers is still taking on points though,
Yep.
which is good. Which is good. You definitely don't want to take on no points.
Danger's giving us a kiss goodbye and stopping his recording.
Goodbye, Dangers. Okay.
Yeah, with that, that's going to be the end of that race. So thank you everybody for watching. Stick around, of course, as we said. This is going to be the beginning of, I believe, Test Tuesdays. If not, it's just Speedrun Variety until midnight Eastern time, which is 40 minutes from now, and then it'll be Test Tuesdays. Either way, there's going to be some 24/7 speed variety going on this channel, so yeah.
See ya. Have a good night.
Night.
If it's night.